We're out here at Mill Pond. It's a 6-building townhome association in Chaska, Minnesota. I'm Ryan Arvola with Hoffman Weber Construction out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I was asked by the community manager to come take a closer look with an inspection of the siding, give a report, and further educate the association board as well as its homeowners on the condition of the existing siding. Overall, it seems the association is in fair condition, and then upon closer look, we're noticing some real similar issues as we see with other similar HOAs, such as holes, cracks, rotted wood, and peeling paint. Over the years, we've learned that woodpeckers like bugs and bugs like rotted wood. And as you can see, holes like this in the siding is pretty consistent with rotted wood. We're seeing a lot of cracks in the siding, and when water will penetrate the siding, it'll start to crack it. As the water continues to penetrate it more, it'll continue to make the cracks worse and worse. So there's a lot of snow on the roofs today, so it's a little more challenging to see this, but we are still seeing a common issue that we often will see with HOAs with siding this age and wood style is a lot more rot going on, like you see in this area, where the roof slope will actually meet the siding, a lot more susceptible to deterioration due to melting snow sitting there, as well as rainwater running alongside there, just rotting that wood away. When water penetrates wood siding long enough and deep enough, it starts to crack up the siding a little bit and start to rot the wood. And after a while, like this spot here, paint just really doesn't adhere to it anymore. It's rotted enough. You got big chunks of paint that are coming off here, so you can continue to keep painting over this. This paint will stick in some spots, and it's just really not going to stay in others, and you're going to have to continue to repaint it more and more over time. Over time, especially with these wood-sided homes, you see a lot of communication companies installing wires and cables in a lot of different areas, and so much that it becomes unsightly after a while. And when we're doing these large residing projects, we can often really help address these concerns with the HOA. So we've noticed some of these fascia boards are actually pressed fiber board, which isn't nearly as durable as cedar or treated lumber. When you have a roof slope coming down like this alongside siding, we've often seen after tearing off siding a lot of rotted materials. It's allowing that water to come down and find its way through behind the siding. Ideally, we're going to install a kick out that would make the water come down and then kick it out into hopefully a gutter system and help protect any of these materials and prevent that rot from happening. I understand this association deals with ice dam concerns, which is really common, especially this winter. And things to eliminate that, really improving attic insulation as well as ventilation. Big part of ventilation are the intakes, like you see in these soffits here. In old soffit panels like this, often when the painters are coming across here and repainting these, they can start to clog up with paint. Sometimes these attics will get re-insulated with some loose fill fiberglass, and that can start filling into these ventilation parts. So whether these get replaced or not, it's really important that we would take a closer look at this and make sure those are still operating properly. On the ends of these buildings, we're seeing these doors. They're steel doors, seem like they're in pretty good shape. The frames themselves really rotting pretty bad in some spots. Typically when you're doing a siding project like this and you're starting to see issues like this, it's a very good time to replace doors like these at the same time. Often with this wood siding, people will screw personal items into it, and if people remove it, you got some exposed holes like you see here. This would be something you'd want to address for once the siding's replaced, on if things want to be installed to it, how to address that. Like we often will put mounting blocks that we can attach to, and we eliminate issues like this. So we've seen a lot of windows in this association have been replaced already, like this one behind me. Looks like they did a nice job with it, but when you see some of the other windows, you can tell that they could use a lot of attention and really probably replacement on a lot of them. We're noticing more woodpecker holes. We've seen some filler in some spots where it can help temporarily with the aesthetics of it. However, that rot is still there, the bugs are still there, and the woodpeckers are going to come back and make more holes. We appreciated the opportunity to inspect Mill Pond and really feel it's a beautiful community. And when we think about HOAs that have siding in a similar condition, what we've experienced is them having a short-term plan for a siding replacement project, and really feel that it'd be wise for Mill Pond to do the same. Really help with the aesthetics, the longevity of the siding, as well as the resale value of the homes.